Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to RimWorld Alpha 13. Doing a let's play with our colonists named after YouTube commenters who left positive comments on any of the videos. So far we're up to 5 and with a bit of luck we might get 6 or 7 this episode. We just need more raids or wanderers or anything else. So I'm recording this almost a week after I recorded the previous 4 videos. So far, people are liking the videos, so I'm gonna make more. So, also, the pause in between just gave me a new, fresh perspective. So I just went over everything just in order to reorient myself onto where we are. And I discovered a couple of things. One of them being that a game bug finder, if you look under the character tab, it's actually a greedy person. Greedy people want to have the most impressive of bedrooms. Because, well, that's the only thing that really is theirs, so that's how they measure their status. The thing is, if you look at the impressiveness of a game bug finder's room, it's 12. It's comparatively dull. If you compare it with this one, 14, 17, 14, and 12. So, obviously, we need to switch bedrooms. So, game bug finder is gonna get Villain Voice's bedroom, and we're gonna swap that out. So, you are now gonna be for game bug finder. And then you are going to be for Villain Voice. So that ought to resolve that little issue. Also, the work schedule. I used to let the game manage this, and when you're starting out, that's perfectly fine. But after a while, you probably want to set up some manual priorities just to give your own personal twist onto who does what and in what order. So by default, the game actually does pretty decent setup, so you don't have to muck with this if you don't want to. But I started noticing that there's a lot of debris in the storage rooms here and also in the kitchen, and most of the rooms are really dirty, so the game is really not prioritizing cleaning. And that makes sense because it's one of the last things before research that actually gets done, so it didn't get done. So I manually assigned everybody their own priorities. And the priority symbol is rather easy. For every character, it goes from left to right. Actually it goes from 1 down to 4, and it goes from left to right. So first it looks for what's tagged as 1. So in this case, game bug finder is going to be a patient. So if they're life-threateningly hurt, they'll try to walk or crawl towards a bed or a hospital bed in order to get fixed up. Now, if that's not relevant, then they'll go bed rest. So if they're suffering from the plague or anything else, that's not gonna kill them instantly. They'll still go to bed because I just want them to take it easy and not aggravate their situation, because even something like an infection could end up killing your character in this game. So let them take bed rest where possible. Next up, flicking. So flicking switches, it's important. If I say a switch has to be flicked, someone just needs to do it pronto. So next up, actually all the other things I'm gonna skip, and game bug finder is gonna hold things, because if there's stuff out in the field, it's gonna decay over time, because it's being exposed to the elements, and we just need to get it into storage soon. After that, cleaning. If everything is stored up, we're gonna clean the place up. And there's not a lot of space, so eventually, people will just make it all just nice and tidy, and then it's just a matter of maintaining it, and it's not gonna take that much effort. So after that, we're gonna do another pass-through with everything tagged as priority 2. And in this case, for game bug finder, I didn't actually have anything tagged as priority 2. So then we're gonna go down to 3, and that's gonna be cooking, because, well, game bug finder is pretty passionate about cooking. It's only got 5 points of skills, which is not really high. But thinking about it, I might want to bump it, since this is the most promising character we got. So okay, so cooking. So next pass, 3, that's going to be plant cutting, and then afterwards, some mining or some art crafting. And after that, if there's nothing left to do at priority level 4, then game bug finder is going to be marked as idle, and I'll see it over here that there's nothing left to do. And it works the same for everybody else. So that's a bit about the priority system in the game. I think it works pretty darn well. So with that, let's actually get going. Game bug finder, how are you feeling now? No impressive bedroom. That should fall off soon enough. probably the next time they go to bed, then it will kick in. But the thing is, this is a -8 bonus, so if that gets fixed, then Gamebug Finder is going to be a lot happier, which is very, very good. Also, just having a randomly bad day. So how is everybody else feeling? Let's see, Max Musterman. A soldier bonded animal. Yeah, sorry, but it was a cat, and cats are not really useful in this game that I know of. You're joy deprived. What? Then go have fun. Come on, man. Go have fun. You can do it. We actually have some fun stuff set up. So let's have a look at the restrictions. Also, I had another quick look, and Villain Voice, who is our latest recruit, used to be the prisoner Grim, is actually a night owl. Should actually point at the right room. So, and we got a visitor. Bodyguard from Clownstown. And there's a trader. Good. So they'll just get nearby. So Villain Voice is a night owl. And night owls, they like to actually work during the night and sleep during the day. So I probably should say, well, you know, at least at night, start on working. So this way I actually shorten things out, because sometimes people don't really need to sleep for the entire 8 hours, because they're already some rested or something. So I just tell them to sleep for at least 6 hours, and after that do what you want. And then, you know, somewhere in the morning start working, and for the night owls I'm reversing it. And well, actually before you go to bed, maybe you should do something fun. And in this case it's in reverse. Or maybe before work do something fun. That might be a better one, actually. And of course the gray anything is if they need joy, they'll do joy. If they need to sleep, they'll sleep, and otherwise they'll work. That's usually how it works. So I think we have set up our schedule pretty well this time. Let's see, we have the assignments still. So Louis and Gamebug Finder are the only ones that will run away. Is that still the case? Louis has a knife and is our chef, which actually makes sense since chefs need a knife, and Gamebug Finder is indeed carrying a chef, though. No, you have some shooting skill, and I had a look at your accuracy. You're almost 95% accurate, which is pretty good. The other ones that have a gun are either 96 or 97% accurate. And the thing is that accuracy, it works for every tile that a gun has range. So it will degrade rapidly if you try to shoot a longer distance versus a closer by. Okay, so let's continue looking after the needs of our colonists. So let's see, Gamebug Finder, you're comfortable and your room is not impressive enough. Okay, because it's dull and impoverished. You know what? Let's actually. We have a lot of wood. Let's add some wooden floors to all the bedrooms. At least to your bedroom. It's gotta spoil Gamebug Finder. See if that's impressive enough. Also, people are not actually cleaning yet, but is that because there's some harvest? Also, Weaver, what? We need to actually send someone to you to talk with you. See if we can trade. So Gamebug Finder is 9. Yeah. You. Go trade. Go run. Come on. Run. I think we're not gonna catch them in time. Can we take it? Can we make it? Oh, yep, we're gonna make it. Yes, we're gonna make it. Trade. Yes! We made it. Okay, so do you actually have something useful to sell? That's the other question, of course. Well, you got 2. Medicine. I actually have a very strong interest in medicine because you never have enough medicine. Same for the components, they're hard to get. We're drowning in chocolate, so that might be something that we can just trade to keep our trade balance just neutral. Also, we are making some very, very fine meals, but on the other hand, we're getting late into summer. We actually want to stock up on meals. So sell some of our chocolate for some medicine and components. LMG, that's like a light machine gun. Yeah, I don't think they're very accurate, so just gonna be spray and pray. Charge rifle, well, the support quality one, though they are a bit better, I think, but it's gonna be way too expensive. So for now, let's exchange some chocolate for medicine and components. And then actually you hold the medicine. There's a grass seed. Walking? Floating. Yes, just floating. Cool. I actually never noticed that there were floating seeds in the game, so that's how they spread. Ooh. I learned something today. Or maybe that's a new detail. It does make sense. Also, ship chunks, we can actually deconstruct these for components as well, so we might as well start doing that for a bit. Deconstruct, claim it, deconstruct. Also, there's blood splotches over here. Let's see if we can expand our home base a little bit and, you know, clean things, because otherwise people are just gonna see it and get all depressed about it. So let's just connect it. So this way we'll have a bit more sense. Ooh. It's an idle colonist, so game bug finder. Are you telling me that there really is nothing to clean? Oh, actually. But are you incapable of cleaning? No. She's doing a very poor job. So, let's see. I've got Louise and Villain Voice marked for construction, but they're busy doing other stuff. So, you know, you're not really motivated for it, but you know, you might actually start doing some construction now. You have my blessing. Let's see. Yes, this is also construction. Good, good, good. Oh, Vanderos Mara is also completely bored out of her skull. So, what other things do you have? Well, actually, if you don't have anything to do, help out with construction. And that goes for you as well, Max, in case you get bored. We'll just deconstruct all these ship bits. So, we got our defenses set up, we got some metal, we got some components. We probably can start on just expanding. Oh, actually, we need some crafting space, because we got our medical, we got our prison, we got some crafting space in here, but also why are people not working on this? Because deconstructing these ship bits is more important. We got some progress here, so let's go to speed 3. I just slowed it down to 1 for dramatic effect. Ooh, and we got some steel and some components. Ship bits deconstruction is actually a pretty good thing. And there was another one here, or did we already deconstruct it? I think we already deconstructed it. Nice. And now we're improving the impressiveness of this room. While you are sleeping, I hope you enjoy that. So, are you happy now? Your room is still not impressive, really. I think at this point you're just being spoiled. Okay, a villain voice. Why are you bored? Because we don't have any more construction projects. So let's also put a nice wooden floor into our common room. Actually, if we're gonna be nice to everybody, let's just give everybody a nice wooden floor. Our kitchen, we probably want to give a wooden floor as well as our main corridor. And I think that's gonna use up a lot of wood. So, you won't get bored. Go. Mush! Mush, mush, mush. Well, that's the advantage of a night owl. They are working when everybody else is sleeping. So everybody wakes up and suddenly there's a wooden floor in the room. His Z's turned red. I think he's getting disturbed. He's probably not going to be happy about this. Oh, disturbed sleep. Yeah, okay. So that's the downside of a night owl. It's nice that they well, fix up the common room. It's not so good when they decide that your bedroom is the place for their construction project during your sleep. So it's a bit foggy outside. Also, we are very low on meat. Let's designate a couple of squirrels for hunting. And a bunny. Or a hare. More squirrels. Another hare. A boom rat. A boar, another squirrel. Another squirrel. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see, in terms of work, I think the hunters are the ones I didn't check yet. So we in Gamebug Finder are not, because they are meleeers, and I dislike melee hunters. Because now they get into a very close proximity to the enemy, to whatever they are hunting, and therefore it's rather dangerous. Okay, let's continue. We're harvesting here, so that's good. Increasing our supplies. This is also one of the reasons why I've got hauling as a high priority job, because that way everybody helps out with the harvest. Okay, actually, we're getting rather full here. Let's also designate a bit more space to be mined out, so that way we can actually just go full. A tactician named Hale Bluebird Jade calls you from nearby. She's being chased by pirates from Kangaroo's Ridge. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, she's 32 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you have to fight off the pirates on her tail. Of course we do that. Bing! So, how are you? You don't have any injuries. You are a pessimist? That's very neurotic, and you're a teetotaler, so you can't even get drunk or anything to alleviate your neurotic pessimism. On the other hand, very neurotic people, no, they might get really worked up and really stressful, but they are very productive. Also, you're a very good shooter. What's your accuracy? 96.75. Yeah, you need a weapon. Also, you can do a little bit of cooking and crafting, but for the rest, you are really unskilled. Okay, fair. Also means that pirates will be on your tail. Do we actually have a weapon for you? We got a belt of grenades and we got some knives, but for the rest, we don't really have a ranged weapon. Okay, so that means that, let's see, let's give you a poor knife for now, and then you'll pick up some other clothes. Because you're completely nude. That's, yeah, I understand why you're running away from wherever you came from. Also, we need to rename you. So Bluebird becomes, let's see, what was the next on the list? Machopi or Macho Pie? Let's go with Machopi. So, here now, Machopi. Also, Machopi, you're just a regular sleeping pattern person. So, let's do something fun just before work. And in terms of assignments, you are gonna run away. That's actually good, that's good. So we have you. Yeah, you didn't have anything else. Let's just clear it. That way at least you have some clothes still on. Okay. So we need another bed. We need to fix a bedroom for ourselves. That's probably going to be a top priority here. So if we dig this out, yeah, that's going to be an important project. Actually say that's going to be more important than anything else right now. Also furniture, we need to make a bed. Let's make it a wooden bed. And of course a flower pot, because everybody needs a flower pot in their room. Let's see, in terms of structure, we also gave you a wooden door, a temperature vent thingamajig over there. And a wooden wall. Actually, let's leave the wall out for now, but then that at least way there is some construction stuff going on. Where's everybody else? You're hunting the squirrels. Max, you're not actually doing anything yet. Build that blueprint, please. Also, someone please flip this power on when you have the time. Because, well, we will be under attack soon. Go quick. We have a raid on those. Who are they? A rifle. Wow. Is that a sniper? That's a sniper. Shotgun, a rifle, and a pistol. Okay, so these are rather fearsome. And they are attacking immediately, of course, because, well, they're chasing after Machupi. Or Machupi. Hey. So, you are recruited. Actually, no. Someone is already flicking the switch. Just put you there. Then recruit you. Oh, actually, you're flicking the power switch. That's good, I suppose. Hey. For now, just gonna leave you be because you actually need some clothes on your body. What are you doing? You have a pistol. That means you are now recruited into the army. You have a pistol. That means you are recruited into the army. You are not. You've got a knife. Yeah. So everybody who's got a ranged weapon is recruited, and everybody else, and those without a ranged weapon, you're just gonna maintain the base. Okay. What's the range on this? Oh, this is gonna be annoying. 1% chance to get hit by the sniper. That's okay, I suppose. I mean, sandbags are good for that. The weather also helps, actually, because it's really foggy. In that case, the Meliers. Yes, all of you. Get over there, please. You get dressed. You got hit. How severe? Oh, it's just it's just a flesh wound. Okay. Spawn over there. There's a couple over there. I mean, because it's foggy, it's gonna be hard for anyone to hit anything. The weather is really good for just lowering the accuracy here. So what if we take our Meliers? Let's see, send you out, send you over there for now. Yeah. And then, let's see, a group attack, Douglas. He'll be exposed from the sides though. But for now, actually just stay to the side. Let's see, can I sell all? Yes, you all go attack Eminent. You. Can't select the target for the turrets because, of course, they are autonomous turrets. So the sandbags are taking quite some punishment. Okay, for now, let's just rush them. Machupi, how are you doing? Hunting a hare. Why are you hunting a hare? Automatic job selection. Okay, so let's actually fix that quickly. You are not a doctor, not a warden. You got some interesting cooking. You are not gonna be a hunter unless you actually have a ranged weapon, but you will be a hunter once you do. Do some other stuff, and for now you'll just be hauling, cleaning, and then just some crafting. And if you're completely bored, go do some construction. Oh, probably repairs should be in part for the construction as well. Hey, and with that, you actually picked up a knife, so now you are part of the army. Welcome. This is your knife. There are many like it, but this one is yours. So I'm hoping that because they're focused on the people behind the sandbags, that we can just rush them here. Just quickly. Yeah, okay, good. Next up. Rush it. Okay, you are shooting at our brave people. Ooh, shotgun. Is one of you capable of using guns? You have a pretty decent accuracy. Let's just pick up the shotgun here. And then let's send you over there. Louis, you are gonna charge into melee range. Macho Pie, yeah, go there. So, Louis, maybe go to that side. So you are less likely to get hit from behind. Also, you're very good at distracting Eminent right now. Let's actually send you over there. Oh, yeah, completely out in the open because he's chasing. Oh, this worked really well. This worked really well. Probably gonna get a full shot. Boom! Nice. Also, they're fleeing now. Excellent, because we got another pistol. Machapi. Equip the pistol. You. Go there. Are you still watching targets? Actually, you're moving as well. So, you are still shooting, but the pistol people. Pistol people. Let's send you over there. Maybe we can actually still get a shot in at someone from a distance. Like so, yep. You are not actually a ranged person. You are picking that one up. Well, now that you have, let's actually send you out to flank someone. Also, because you got a ranged weapon now, you can be our hunter. You're really good at shooting stuff, so you're gonna be a very primary hunter. So we got some hurt people, but for now let's see if we can actually... Everybody who's not hurt, go chase. Okay, not doesn't work. They're chasing too fast. Okay, in that case, let's see what we can do here. So Douglas, we could rescue you, or we can just finish you, take you prisoner. Let's see, are you useful for the colony? Psychically hypersensitive, so if there's any kind of disturbance, he'll go nuts. He's a teetotaler and he's an optimist, so that's a bit of a balance there. Can't be intellectual or craft, but all the other things you are pretty decent at, with the exception of combat. Probably explains why you went down so quickly. Well, actually having a construction grower artist doesn't sound so bad. So let's take you as a prisoner. You're going to be captured because we actually have a prison ward, so that's good. Let's see. Turn the other ones will be stripped. We only killed 2. Yeah. What are you doing? Harvesting potatoes. You know that's fine, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. You're gonna immediately go into your new job as a hunter. Well, I can't argue with that. But we actually did fairly well here. We were assaulted by numerous pretty heavily armed enemies, but we managed to fend them off. We gained a new colonist. We actually still need to finish a bed for them. Are you a builder? Actually, I probably want bed quality matters for how much rest you get from it. So we probably want someone who's good at building to actually build the beds. And they're both bedridden. Yeah. So, Louis, you are our primary medic. So you go fix Louis. So our medics, you probably want holding to be a secondary priority. actually for you it can be secondary of primary because doctoring is as well. Okay, go heal up. And once we got Louis fixed up, then do villain voice. And then everybody's happy again. How are you doing? Okay, please fix up the villain voice. Oh, it's just hitting your right arm, but then there's some blood loss in the whole body. But you want that fixed, because if it turns into permanent wounds, then if you have something with your arms, everything you do is gonna be penalized, which is not a good thing. Wow, you actually already got out of bed. Maybe you should just rest until you're healed, you know? Maybe. I would if I got shot in my arm. But that's gonna be it for this episode. I think we did pretty well. We expanded our colony, yet another colonist. Oh, before we do that, we should actually have a look at Douglas. Okay. So you are very difficult to recruit. 94, that's gonna take a while. But you were pretty good. You were pretty good actually at a lot of things. So yeah, let's chat and recruit, and you're gonna get full medical attention. And Louis is actually tending to you. Recruit you. Then yeah, tell you to tend to Douglas again, but this time actually with medicine, so that's gonna be slightly better for all the wounds, then lowers the chance of infections and things like that. Boom. Okay. Well, and he can actually walk again. That's very good. That means he can get to the non-medical bed. That's gonna be it for this episode now though. We did very well, so thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.